Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss about module number 2, that is transmission line parameters. Here we are going to discuss about the calculation of capacitance of three-phase lines with equilateral spacing and unsymmetrical spacing. So calculation of capacitance of three-phase lines with equilateral spacing and unsymmetrical spacing. So to discuss about the calculation of capacitance for three-phase lines, let us consider a three-phase transmission line. The capacitance of each conductor is considered. Instead of capacitance from conductor to conductor, here again two cases arise. One is while we are calculating that capacitance of three-phase line, here we are going to calculate that calculation of capacitance of three-phase lines with symmetrical spacing and unsymmetrical spacing. So first of all, here we are going to discuss about that symmetrical spacing. So in symmetrical spacing, the below figure shows that three conductors like conductor A, B and C. So these three-phase overhead transmission line having three charges with respect to conductor A is QA, conductor B QB, conductor C is QC, and all are displaced by a distance d per meter length, and it is uniform, hence it is called as symmetrical spacing. So let the conductors be equidistant and the d meters from each other. We shall find the capacitance from line conductor to its neutral because it is a symmetrical displacement between the lines. So by referring that above figure, here the overall potential difference between conductor A and infinite neutral plane, that means potential difference between conductor A and neutral, because here we are calculating that calculation of capacitance of three-phase lines. So if we are going to calculate the capacitance of three-phase lines, let us find out that first of all voltage, because the capacitance C is equal Q by V. According to the formula of capacitance C is equal Q by V, I want to find out initially voltage with respect to conductor and its neutral. So let us find out that voltage with respect to conductor A. Therefore VA is equal integral R to infinity QA divided by 2 pi x epsilon naught of dx plus integral d to infinity QB divided by 2 pi x epsilon naught of dx plus integral d to infinity QC divided by 2 pi x epsilon naught of dx. So these three terms are related to these three conductors. So I am going to take that QA divided by 2 pi epsilon naught as common at left hand side. The remaining equation is QA integral R to infinity 1 by x into dx, QB integral d to infinity 1 by x into dx, QC integral d to infinity 1 by x into dx. So as we know that integral of 1 by x into dx, I can write as ln of x. So VA is equal 1 by 2 by epsilon naught of QA ln of x R to infinity is the limits what I taken here, QB ln of x d to infinity, QC ln of x d to infinity. So again VA is equal 1 by 2 by epsilon naught of QA. Here I can substitute that limits, that is ln of infinity minus ln of r plus QB into ln of infinity minus ln of d plus QC ln of infinity minus ln of d. Again if you see this entire the function here, log a minus log b, log a minus log b, log a minus log b, I can write like log a of a by b. So the above equation can be simplified and it is rewritten as like this. Therefore VA is equal 1 by 2 pi epsilon naught of QA log of a by b, that is infinity by r, QB into ln of infinity by d, QC into ln of infinity by d. Therefore VA is equal 1 by 2 pi epsilon naught QA ln of infinity by r. In this equation, if I am going to take that ln of infinity by 2, that is the common term, then I can add that QB plus QC. So that is QB plus QC if I am going to take that ln of infinity by d as common. So assuming that the supply is a balanced supply system, therefore the charge at conductor A QA plus QB plus QC is equal 0. We will write like QB plus QC is equal minus of QA. I can replace here QB plus QC with minus of QA. The remaining equation can become as VA is equal 1 by 2 pi epsilon naught of QA ln of infinity by r minus QA ln of infinity by d. Again if you see this formula, it looks like log of a minus log b. So I can take that QA as common here to the left hand side here. Therefore VA is equal QA divided by 2 pi epsilon naught log of base e infinity by r divided by infinity by d. So the denominator term I can write like d by infinity. So infinity get cancelled. The remaining equation here it is VA is equal QA divided by 2 pi epsilon naught ln of d by r volts. Therefore capacitance of conductor A with respect to neutral, that is capacitance of conductor A, which is mathematically represented as CA, is equal QA divided by VA. Therefore numerator QA divided by denominator VA, what we solve right now. So this equation I am going to substitute in the place of VA. If I am substituted, the function can become as QA divided by 2 pi epsilon naught of ln of d by r farads per meter. So for the simplified equation follows as like this: CA is equal, here the denominator function I can rewrite like 2 pi epsilon naught divided by QA into log of base E into d by r. Here QA get cancelled. The remaining equation can be become as like this. Therefore, from the above equation, it is note that this equation is identical to capacitance neutral for two-wire line. Therefore, derived in a similar manner, we can write that equations with respect to conductor B and conductor C. So, for conductor B, the same formula can become CB is equal to 2 pi epsilon naught divided by ln of d by r farads per meter. CC is equal same equation 2 pi epsilon naught divided by ln of d by r farads per meter. Now, I am going to discuss the same concept for unsymmetrical spacing. So for unsymmetrical spacing, the below figure shows, that is a three-phase transpose line having unsymmetrical spacing. Let us assume that balance conditions. At balance condition, we know the charges at three conductors like QA plus QB plus QC is equal 0. For it is a unsymmetrical spacing because from conductor A to conductor B, it offers a distance of d3, but conductor B to conductor C, it offers a distance of d1. But conductor A to conductor C, it offers a distance of d2. So earlier case, there is a distance which is displaced from conductor A to B, B to C and C to A, that is d only. But here A to B it is d3, B to C it is d1 and C to A again it is d2. So it is an unsymmetrical spacing between the three conductors. Now for unsymmetrical spacing of three conductors for a transpose line, because it is a transpose line, because A at the tower A, conductor A can become as position 2. Conductor A at tower B at position 2 can comes to position C. So it is a transpose line. For transpose line, the voltage at conductor 1, therefore V1 is equal 1 by 2 pi epsilon naught QA into log of ln of 1 by r plus QB into ln of 1 by d3 plus QC ln of 1 by d2. Because here conductor A to B here d3, conductor B to C here it is d1. So according to that one, here I am taken as this equation. So what about the potential at second position? The potential difference at second position, that is V2. V2 is equal 1 by 2 pi epsilon naught QA into ln of 1 by r plus QB ln of 1 by d1 plus QC ln of 1 by d3. Similarly, potential at third position, that is V3 is equal 1 by 2 pi epsilon naught QA ln of 1 by r, QB ln of 1 by d2, QC ln of 1 by d1. Because third position, if you see C2A it is d2, C2B it is d1. So I can write as like this in this equation. So d2 and d1. So QB. So you see here it is d2, C2A and C2B it is d1. So I can write like this: d2 at this place and d1 at this place. Next, the voltage on conductor A, which is nothing but the average of the three potential differences what we taken right now into count. Therefore VA is equal 1 by 3 of V1 plus V2 plus V3. So therefore VA is equal 1 by 3. Already we know the term. So from these three terms, 1 by 2 pi epsilon naught is the common. I am taken into 1 by 2 pi epsilon naught. Then QA log of base E r power 3 plus QB plus QC log of base E 1 by d1 d2 into d3. The simplified equation follows as like this from these three potentials. Therefore, as we know that the charge at three conductors like QA plus QB plus QC is equal 0, from here QB plus QC is equal minus QA. I can replace QB plus QC with minus QA at here. The simplified equation can become as 1 by 3 into 2 pi epsilon naught. It becomes as 6 pi epsilon naught QA log of or ln of 1 by r cube minus QA ln of 1 by d1 d2 d3. So I can write like this equation because it looks like log A minus log B. Again it is like log of A by B, that is ln of d1 d2 d3 divided by r cube. So 1 QA divided by 6 pi epsilon naught, I can write 1 by 3. So this 1 by 3 I can take as like this. So then QA divided by 2 pi epsilon naught ln of d1 d2 d3 r cube whole power 1 by 3. If I am going to simplify this equation, the denominator r power 3 whole power 1 by 3, it becomes as r. The denominator d1 d2 d3 whole to the power of 1 by 3. So capacitance from conductor to neutral, that is CA is equal QA divided by VA. Therefore QA divided by this simplified equation I substitute in the place of VA at here. Then this equation, the simplified equation, QA divided by 1, and we can write this one 2 pi epsilon naught divided by QA into log of base d1 d2 d3 whole power 1 by 3. Here QA get cancelled. The remaining equation is CA is equal to 2 pi epsilon naught divided by log of base d1 d2 d3 whole to the power 1 by 3 divided by r, and CA is equal to 2 pi epsilon naught divided by log of base. This 1 by whole to the power 1 by 3 taken into root farads per meter. Thank you.